Hey, I'm Roxie. Welcome back to my channel, Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. And today I want to talk about dramatic monologues for males. If you're auditioning for musical theater, you always want to have monologues on hand, dramatic and comedic, for your audition, whether it be for an actual musical or for academic purposes. I have to say, in all my years of auditioning for musicals, I was rarely asked to do a monologue, but that's not to say I wasn't prepared with monologues on hand at any given moment. It's just that when you're auditioning for actual musicals, by the time they've seen you sing and dance, they've had a really good look at you. And if you were asked for callbacks, they pretty much know by then if they want you for a lead or a supporting role or featured role or for ensemble. And so it's usually at callbacks that they're going to hand you the script and ask you to read something. And most likely by then, they're not going to have you do a monologue. But like I say, you always need to be prepared. So let me give you some ideas for dramatic monologues. So from The Great Gatsby, which is now a Broadway musical, I chose the character Nick. Now, The Great Gatsby is full of colorful characters, and if you're not familiar with The Great Gatsby, it's about this very eccentric millionaire who has come back to reclaim and rekindle his love with Daisy, his old flame. And Nick is the husband of Daisy. And this monologue starts with, "You roguish scut." And he is confronting Jay Gatsby about his affair with his wife. And I chose this monologue because to me, this is a very pivotal moment in the novel, where it's sort of the beginning of the end. To me, this is sort of what kicks off a domino effect between all the characters. But there are lots of monologues to choose from if you go through the novel. From The Outsiders, which is also now a musical on Broadway, I chose Pony Boy's monologue that starts with, "I looked at all of them." And this is where he's telling them about Johnny's death. Aren't we all familiar with The Outsiders, whether it be the novel or the movie? Anyway, I think this is also a very poignant monologue because Johnny's death has affected all of them in very different ways. And the monologue also deals with how it especially affects the character Dally. And Dally, without giving away too much, is going to go do something that is going to affect all of them that will inevitably lead to the Rumble. The Rumble's going to happen regardless, but anyway, take a look at that monologue. All right, from a chorus line. Now, all the characters in a chorus line have monologues telling their background story. Paul, the character Paul, has a very famous monologue. One day I looked at myself in the mirror, and this is about him coming out to his family and not being accepted. It's an especially long monologue, so you'd probably want to edit it, but I did choose that one just because it's such a famous monologue. From Annie, an older person would have to do this one because Oliver Warbucks is an older character. But I chose, it starts with, "I was born in Hell's Kitchen." And this is where he's telling Annie, I have all this, I have all this money, I have all these things I've bought with this money, but it really means nothing to me unless I have someone to share it with. From Oklahoma, Judd Fry. Now, Judd Fry is a pretty dark and sinister character. It starts with, "Don't remember as much as me." And he's pretty much Laurie's stalker, if you will. Now, his character speaks with this very country dialect, and that's the way the monologue is written. So if you're comfortable doing it in a country dialect, you could try it. The people auditioning you are probably going to be familiar that he speaks that way. So you could try it. And from West Side Story, Tony's monologue, "I tried to stop it." That's where he goes to Maria and explains to her how the Rumble unfolded. He didn't mean to kill her brother, but that's just the way things went down. So there you go. There are some of my top choices for male monologues that are dramatic. I hope you like that. Don't forget to click and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next.